Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I rise in strong support of AB 832. I represent a district that is split by a highway, a freeway, the 110 freeway. On one side, I have a very affluent community in the city of Los Angeles, and on the other side, I have unincorporated East Los Angeles, which is 20% below the national poverty line. This is a community that has been hit the hardest by COVID. When we passed the original bill to extend the eviction moratorium, we were at a statewide death toll of 30,000 because of COVID. Let's not forget the reason why we are here. The reason that why we are extending this is because we have all lived, survived, and are doing the very best we can amid a global pandemic, where the impact to essential workers has been real and devastating. To date, more than 60,000 people have lost their lives to COVID-19 in the state of California alone. Workers have lost their jobs. Students haven't been able to go to school at the rate that they were going before. Kids have gone hungry because they have not been able to receive lunches at school. Parents across the state and across the nation have been struggling with paying rent, paying their utilities, and simply trying to survive. We have an opportunity here to do right by so many who deserve and are deserving of our help and our aid. And I want to take a moment to actually thank the landlords who took the initial program that we had, which was a 20% forgiveness to renters, and let them know that with this new proposal currently in process, they will be able to apply for that 20% difference so that they are also made whole. This is 100% rent relief. And I think it's important that you look at the details. And it's important that we recognize that we can do both. And I've been saying that all along. We can help landlords ensure that they understand the process on how to apply for the funding. And yes, it is taking long. And I want to take a moment to thank all of the state employees who are trying the best of their abilities while also living through a global pandemic themselves to ensure that these programs work and that the application process is as seamless as it possibly can be. And we all know there are technological problems with the way in which California technology and systems work that we will also get to address. But it won't be addressed today, and it won't be addressed and fixed tomorrow. It's going to take time. We have done oversight through budgets of 4. We will continue to do the oversight necessary. I want to thank the author for his commitment and dedication to tenants and to renters across the state of California. I want to thank our speaker and the leadership for their dedication and negotiations and fighting for working class families across our state to ensure that this funding, that these monies actually go to the communities most impacted. And we also know that because of a lack of technology, a lack of broadband, a lack of understanding or even language competency, several communities that are non-English speaking have lacked the access to actually receive these funds. Latinos are one of the most impacted communities of not being able to actually apply or receive these monies, and we get to work on that as well. And that is such an important piece considering who has been impacted by this pandemic. So again, this is a critical step forward. We are making landlords 100% whole. We are ensuring that renters are able to stay home and continue to be safe. We are not done with COVID. This is still an ongoing pandemic, but we have an opportunity to figure it out. We have an opportunity to help people, which ultimately at the end of the day is our job. Right now, let me share a couple of just bits of information here. In the beginning of the year, 240,000 Californians owed an average of $7,000 in back rent. Now, there are 900,000 Californians that owe an average of close to $5,000 in back rent. We can help, and this is a step forward to do so. So I would highly encourage that you help the people, your constituents of your districts, stay home, stay safe, not get evicted, and continue to do the very best that they can for themselves and for their families. And I highly encourage and I vote on AB 832. Thank you.